Fingerbobs. Yuffie lifts a finger, and a mouse is there. Puts his hands together, and a seagull takes the air. Yuffie lifts a finger, and a scampi darts about. Yuffie bends another, and a tortoise head peeps out. These hands were made for making, and making they must do.
I'm making a house for the story today. I've already cut holes for the window and the door. And Gulliver is going to help me with the roof. Am I? Says Gulliver. This is going to be the roof, and I want something to cover it with. Straw. Get me some straw to make a thatched roof. Can you? I'm on my way, says Gulliver.
I like to rise and stretch my wings, white upon the breeze, and then to dive down, down into the sea, fold my wings behind my back, and float just like a boat. Ah, that's the life for me. And then flap again, and up again, into the wind and air, flying, flying, it does not matter where.
Huh, well, there's no shortage of straw here. I'll collect some.
I like to fly, spread my wings above the roofs and trees.
Now let's see, says Fingermouse. What are you making today, Yuffie? Great sheets of cardboard. What's this? A door. Wonder where it leads to. Oh, I get it. You're making a house. Ha, Fingermouse. That's me. What's this? Another wall? No, that's going to be the roof. Well, it's going to be a thatched roof. That's what the straw is for. I'll go and get some more, says Gulliver.
Here's another load.
This isn't really me, says Fingermouse. There must be something more interesting for me to do. I wonder what's through that door. I think I'll just have a look. Oh, no, you don't, Fingermouse. That's the paper to paper the walls. You can help me unroll it. Oh, I like the patterns, says Fingermouse. Now we've got to put it on the house. Oh, good, says Fingermouse. It'll look great on the house. I'll give you a hand. That's it, Gulliver. You put more straw on the roof. It's coming on fine. Who'd be an interior decorator? That's the stuff, Gulliver. That roof is really looking good. Press it down a bit. Now, one more load. One more load. Only one. Off we go. There we are. I think we've made a good job of that, says Fingermouse. And there's the window. Window Mouse, that's me. I get through windows easily with my famous body swerve. Fingermouse is going to be in the story today, and so are you, Flash. Oh, good. I've always wanted to act, says Flash. The house is finished. The thatched roof looks good, doesn't it, says Fingermouse. On with the show. There was once a couple of mice. They were happily married and lived in a hole like all other mice. But as time went by, Mr. Mouse began to feel unhappy about things. I don't know, Gloria, he said to his wife. I feel that something's wrong. Maybe this place is too small. Maybe we should live in a house like people do. So they decided to leave the hole where they'd lived so long and go and look for somewhere bigger. They hadn't gone very far when they came across a cottage in the country with a thatched roof. This looks a nice place, said Mr. Mouse. Let's go in. Ladies first. It's a nice view. Yes, lovely view of the garden. They decided to stay. At first, they were very happy there. But it wasn't long before Mr. Mouse felt that the place was too small for him. I don't know what's the matter with you, Henry, said Mrs. Mouse. You better go and see your prickly friend, Hedgehog. So Mr. Mouse went to see his prickly friend, Hedgehog. The house is too small, he said. What should I do? Said prickly friend. Go and see Louise. And he went back to sleep. So Mr. Mouse went to see Louise, the squirrel. The house is too small, he said. What should I do? I don't know, said Louise. Go and see Curly. So Mr. Mouse went to see Curly, the sheep. The house is too small. What should I do? I don't know, said Curly. Go and see Scaredy. So Mr. Mouse went to see Scaredy, the crow. The house is too small. What should I do? Go and see Twit, said Scaredy. So Mr. Mouse went to see Twit, the owl. Now Twit was very wise. He understood Mr. Mouse very well and knew just what his problem was. Get some furniture, he said, like people have. I hadn't thought of that, said Mr. Mouse. So he got some furniture and persuaded a friendly tortoise called Flash to bring it to the house. Mr. and Mrs. Mouse furnished the house. For a while, they were very happy. But soon Mr. Mouse started complaining again. "I still don't feel it's big enough," he said. "Why don't you go and have a word with Twit again?" said Mrs. Mouse. So Mr. Mouse went back to the owl. "Obviously, you haven't got enough furniture," said Twit. "Get some more. Fill the place." So Mouse got some more furniture for the house. And more. And more. And even more. Until the furniture was piled up to the ceiling and there was hardly room to move. "Told you it wasn't big enough," said Mr. Mouse. "Time to see Twit again," said Mrs. Mouse. "It's still too small." "Now listen to me," said the owl. "Get rid of the furniture. All of it. Every stick." So they got rid of all the furniture and put it outside the house. "Ah, that's better," said Mrs. Mouse. I'm not sure," said Mr. Mouse. "It seems too big now. We don't need all this space. Let's go back to our hole." So they went back to their hole. "There's no home like hole," they said. And they lived there happily ever after, thanks to the wise words of Twit the owl. And that's the end of the story. "I enjoyed doing that," says Gloria. "It was fun." Thank you. You acted very well," says Fingermouse. "Flowers for a wonderful performance."